What up, YouTube, man? Today I'm gonna be telling y'all why success means nothing without God. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was reading the Bible earlier, man, and I was reading the Bible, and this one verse in particular stood out to me, man. And that's how I got this whole video idea. For real, I'm telling y'all, reading the Bible, bro, that's where you get the most game, man, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. You get the life game, video game, you feel me? Like any game you need, bro. Feel me? I was contemplating I know video I was gonna make today, man. But feel me? Reading the Bible helped me figure out what video I was gonna make, man. And sidetrack, bro. If you watching this, AJ the Benz just went first to the draft, and I'm disappointed, bro. It's supposed to be Darren, bro. Darren is better than him, bro. Darren fit the team better, all that type of stuff, bro. I ain't tweaking. Darren gonna be a superstar. Feel me? Darius Aker supposed to go number 3, bro. You know how to draft, grid, all that type of stuff, bro. They ain't picking for who the best right now. Feel me? All right, that being said, I do need a retwist too, though. So, feel me? I need a haircut, all that type of stuff. You see all that? I need to say nothing. I just listen to the rest of the video about listen about success in God, man. I ain't gonna fake it. But with that being said, bro, today's day 14th of me going 30 days straight. I think, bro. I know it's day 14, man. So 2 weeks in. Feel me? I ain't gonna lie, my bills slowed down. All that type of stuff, bro. But feel me? I ain't really doing it for that, bro. I'm doing it because I said I was, feel me? And like I touched on in another video, instant gratification. Feel me? You start getting traction now, bro. When you some years down the road and then you stop getting traction, what you gonna do then? You know what I'm saying? So it's better to just develop the habit and the discipline of just posting every day. No matter how many views you get, or how many people liking your videos or commenting, all that type of stuff, bro. But yeah. Dang, I done got all sidetracked stuff, bro. But, feel me? Bro, I should have worn a hat in my hair. Oh, I missed it. I know they be talking about me at work, bro. I ain't gonna fake it. But, yeah, with that being said, bro, the verse that I read today is from Job chapter 1, verse 2. What God can give. No, hold on. Let me. Oh, yeah. I was on the verge. Be humble because what God can give, he can also take, man. Reading that, man, I just thought about it like, you have to be humble for whatever you have, man. And the more you have, the more you have to be humble about, because the more you have, the more that sets you apart from regular people, man. And honestly, you can see this in everyday life, even if you don't have a lot, man. You know, like it's one analogy, man. The person that got a Lamborghini wish he had a spaceship, but a person with a Chrysler wish he had a Lamborghini, but a person with a 1998 Camry wish he had a Chrysler. The person with a bike wish he had a 1998 Camry. A person who was walking wish he had a bike. A person in the hospital wish he could walk. You know what I'm saying? A person who dead wish they was alive, be able to just be alive again, man. So, feel me? You gotta be humble for whatever you have. You know, it may be hard, especially with social media nowadays, man. You looking at other people's lifestyle, you just wanting more. Feel me? You not content with what you have because you see what everybody else have. You see they got everything, man. But to be honest, man, a lot of this stuff on social media just be a facade. It really just be a facade for real, bro. And everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody, a lot of people fake their lifestyle and they do it because they know by faking their lifestyle, that's how they really gonna get money for real, bro. People gonna be intrigued and, you know, that's how they end up selling courses and making YouTube videos and stuff like that, bro. But you have to be humble, bro, because without humility, man, you never gonna be content with nothing in life. And that's just being real, man. And like I said, whatever God gives, he could take, bro. So if you're not thankful for what you have, bro, it could be gone just like that, bro. Feel me? And that's coming from somebody. Feel me? I'm just 19 right now, but I done had a whole bunch of stuff happen to me, bro. I'm just gonna touch on 2 things right now, man. Feel me? I was in a car accident when I got my first car. Right before I had it for a year, I was in a car accident with it, bro. Feel me? And I wasn't really, I was tweaking. I ain't gonna fake it. I was tweaking, bro. But then, you feel me? I ended up getting me another car just like that. I was in another car accident, bro. And I think what it was, bro, I wasn't humble enough, bro. I thought I had the world just because I was able to get another car after my first car, you know what I'm saying? And when I got my first car, I was popping it like, yeah, look at me, I got my car, feel me? Studying on everybody. So I'm saying, you gotta be humble with the things that you get, bro. No matter if that's materialistic things, car things, you know, you gotta be humble mentally too as well, man. You know, you may be farther along with your journey than other people, but you gotta know how to talk to people about that type of stuff. You know, not to pop it on them, but influence and motivate them about that type of stuff, man. Because, feel me, I'm like I said, I'm gonna keep saying this video. Anything that God gives you, bro, He can also take, bro. And I'm just keeping 100. Anything He give you, He gonna take. And you gotta know that. And that's really important, honestly, man, because no matter how old you get or throughout life, man, that's always gonna apply to you, bro. Humility is one of the best things to have, bro, because you always gonna be level-headed. You always gonna what's the word, bro? I don't know, bro. You always gonna feel where other people coming from and feel their situation, because you ain't gonna just think about how you got it, bro. You gonna think about how they getting it right now. You feel me? You gonna feel somewhere in your heart. You gonna feel somewhere in your heart. Dang, I'm forgetting the word, bro. Y'all looking, I'm forgetting the word. I really was about to just be on a flow state for real, bro. But yeah, bro. Yeah, but I'm gonna say the verse again, man. Job 1, verse 2, man. Be careful, because what God can give, He can always take, man. Or be humble, because what God can give, He can always take. And yeah, like I was saying, you can see that really when you start to get more money, for real, honestly. You know, you gonna see it when when you down, when you looking at other people, bro. But you gonna always think your life could be better. But then imagine somebody looking at your life the same way, bro. And that's just how I see a lot of stuff, bro. Because like I said, the analogy I used earlier was perfect, bro. You may be living in a house with both of your parents, somebody living with none of their parents. You know what I'm saying? You may have both of your grandparents alive, and people may have no grandparents alive. Just things like that, man. They're not small, but people take for granted every day, man. And you know, just like that, stuff can happen, man. Grandparents could die, man. You know, house can get foreclosed, all that type of stuff, bro. So you gotta be humble for what you have, man. Because without being humble, bro, that's how you be boastful, for real. Humility kills boastfulness, man. If you don't know what that is, that's just being overly proud. It's being overly proud, man. And that's touched on in the Bible too, man. It negates. Being humble negates that, honestly, bro. So if you're being humble, you're not being boastful, man. Any sin in the Bible is always negated by something, man. So if you struggling with sin, or you want to know the sins, man, I should make a video on that. You feel me? I should make a video on that, because people need to know what to do when you're dealing with sin, or what sins that you don't know, you feel me? Or sins that you commit every day and you don't know, type of thing, bro. But the last thing I'm gonna say is, bro, the higher you rep, you feel me, it's harder to get humble, because you know from where you, especially if you didn't come from nothing, it's harder to be humble when you didn't come from nothing, bro. It's gonna be easy. You get your first 100,000, you ain't never had nothing, to pop it on everybody, bro. But God says, give back, bro. When you get riches, bro, blessed. When you are blessed, bro, bless back, bro. And that's how it should be, bro. You gotta bless back when you start to get money. A lot of people, once they make it, they forget about that, man. They start thinking about they rich friends. They trying to get rich, you know what I'm saying, bro? Feel me? I'm not even rich right now, but every time I get something, I always try to give back to the homeless, bro. Not even the homeless or those in need in general. I like donating, all that type of stuff, bro. You know, when you start to really get in the Bible, it really change your heart, bro. And I'm gonna tell y'all that for real. It really start to change your heart. You start to see stuff differently, bro. You gonna start to see people, God, you don't see people as guns, bro. You start to wonder about that situation, not who they are right now. You start to wonder about what happened in the past for them to be in this situation, bro. So you just try to help out whenever you can, as much as you can, bro, because you know you would want people to help out if you was in that situation, and that's just how I always view stuff, bro. And feel me, I'm gonna say my parents raised me a good way, man, but the Bible helped me the most mature and develop this type of mindset to where I want to help people and all this type of stuff, man. And that's just being honest, for real. That's just being honest, bro. You know, like I say this all the time, bro. The Bible give you the most game. You just gotta read it, and that's just real, bro. The Bible give you the most game. You just gotta read it, and that's the stage I want people to go through, bro. Cause I'm still going through that stage, and I've been reading the Bible for about 3-4 years, and I still ain't done, bro. Cause you really gotta go back and reread stuff to reinterpret what stuff was actually meant for and what it actually mean, bro. Cause the more knowledge you get, bro, when you go back and read stuff, how different you interpret what it says, bro. So I advise everybody to read the Bible, man. And as you reread things that you was skeptical about or didn't understand, bro, because it's really gonna change your mind about how you view everything, bro. So yeah, bro, I know this. Dang, I don't know how this video is supposed to be 10. I came out here supposed to talk for 5 minutes. I done missed the draft, all type of stuff. I'm mad in the bud, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm not mad. I'm really spreading game about God and the Bible, bro. So, feel me? Can't get no better than this. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Don't get no better, bro. Shoot. Y'all ain't gotta worry about seeing my hair like this too long, bro. 4th of July next year, I'm gonna get a retwist. I'm gonna get a sweet little style. Get a little haircut. Bro, I'm gonna look a little sweet out here, bro. But yeah, bro. Shoot. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, bro. For real, you need help reading the Bible or where you should start at, man. Leave a comment and I'm gonna get back with you, bro. You feel me? I know I'm gonna just recommend where I started from, bro. And the journey I went on from there, man. So, feel me? Any questions or stuff like that or how to go about anything I said in the video, man, just leave a comment. But if you watched to the end of the video, man, leave a like, subscribe, bro. Stay tuned for the rest of my videos. I'm telling you, we going up. It's only day 14. Imagine me by day 1400. But imagine me by day 28. Feel me? I'm gonna be way better talking to the camera. I came out here to talk for about 5 minutes, bro. I'm going. About to be 12 minutes just talking about something like that, bro. So, you feel me? And you really got to stay tuned for when I start vlogging, bro, because I'm telling y'all my life really lit. I just got to put it on camera, bro. And once I do, y'all going to love me, no faking, bro. But that being said, I'm out, man. Appreciate y'all watching.